Привет, друзья! Как дела? My name is Fedor. 11th episode of 50 Russian words per week. We have done a whole lot already. We're gonna keep going with some food for today. The topic of today is gonna be food, and we will only have nouns. No verbs, no adjectives, no adverbs, anything like that. Just nouns. And this set will be available with the first link in Be Fluent. Add it to your account, add it to your profile, and then practice it with our exercises. And if you're looking for a more intensive approach to Russian, then check out Be Fluent Camp with the third link in the description. We have 8 weeks together that you will learn Russian in an intensive manner. A lot of students have gone through our programs and have been happy with their results. So I hope to see all of you guys. Most of you will be probably beginners, maybe intermediate, but we have different programs for each level, so you will find something that suits you. Let's get started with our first word, яблоко. Яблоко is an apple. Яблоко. Then we have соль. Соль means salt. Salt. Next we have мука. Muka is flour. Muka. Ruka is arm. Muka is flour. So very similar. Be careful there. Sachar is sugar. Sachar. We will go pretty fast through the words for today because they're just describing items. I don't have to explain these things as much, so we might focus on some pronunciation. Like in this word sachar, we have both as. So make sure to open up your mouth on a. Sachar. And don't rush this word. Don't say sachar. Sachar. Drag it out a little bit. Make it a bit more flowy. Sachar. Next, soup. Soup is soup, of course. In English, we're going to have soup, a bit of a ooh continuation. In Russian, it's shorter. Soup. Soup. Okay? Next, we have ris. Ris is rice. Ris. Even though in English we also have this I, kind of an E sound sometimes, but it's more like rice. In Russian, it's ris. Ris. Next, we have kapusta. Kapusta is cabbage. Kapusta. Funny is, kapusta can also be a slang for money because it's green. Money is green, with the dollars. So kapusta is cabbage, but also can be money. Kapusta. Frukt is fruit. Frukt. At the end, we have this kt. Frukt. Make sure that you pronounce both consonants. Even though when the consonants are at the end, they're not as enunciated, they're not as clear when pronounced them. So frukt is going to be fruit. Frukt. Next is орех. Орех is a nut. Орех. Next we have огурец. Огурец is cucumber. And with this word огурец and the previous one орех, we have O to be the first letter. But because it's not stressed, we say it as a. Огурец. Cucumber. Next we have курица. Курица is chicken. Курица. It can also be an insult to a lady, курица, when she is either dumb or not well put together, курица, like that. Перец is pepper. Перец. Another slang for перец is somebody who is crazy. Перец. Next is завтрак. Завтрак is breakfast. Завтрак. We have мед for honey. Мед. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we can do some other slang, but мед is not really that common, so we're just gonna keep with the regular translation. Next is конфета. Конфета is candy. Sounds similar to confetti, but it's not that at all. Конфета is a candy. Конфета. Сыр is cheese. Сыр. Make sure that you practice this I sound. Don't say сыр. It will be very different because it's a short word. You mispronounce 1/3 of this word. So сыр. Make sure that you say the I, сыр. Next is овощ. Овощ is a vegetable. Овощ. Next we have бутерброд. Бутерброд is a sandwich. Бутерброд. The difference between a Russian бутерброд and an American, I guess, sandwich is that бутерброд has only one piece of bread. Бутерброд. And this comes from, I think, German butterbrot probably as well. I don't know. But it comes from a German word, бутерброд. Next is груша. Груша is a pear. Груша as a fruit. But also, груша can be referring to a punching bag because it kind of hangs down just like a pear. Груша. Next is limon. Limon is a lemon. Limon. In English, we have lemon, so the stress is on the first syllable. In Russian, it's on the second syllable. That's why it's going to be limon. Not so much of lemon, but limon on the o. Pomidor is a tomato. Pomidor. If you know anything about maybe Italian, then I think pomidoro is a tomato as well. So pomidor probably comes from something either Italian or they both derive from a different language. I'm not sure, but pomidor is a tomato. Pomidor. Vinaigrad is grapes. Vinaigrad. And in fact, this first vino is wine, but vinaigrad is grapes. And as you probably know, wine is made from grapes, so it's a clear connection there. Vinaigrad. Next is salat. Salat is a salad, or it can also refer to a green salad, which is like a vegetable or a leaf, like greens, right? Salat. It can be both. It can have two meanings. Apelsin is an orange. Apelsin. Chocolate, of course, is chocolate. Chocolate. This first letter sh, it's not chocolate. It's different. It's similar but different. Chocolate. Chocolate. Pirog is a pie. Pirog. Simple enough. Pirожок now is a small pie. Pirожок is a pie that is made like it's complete, meaning that it's not a slice of a pie. It's made differently. You can kind of take the whole pirожок and eat it. As one serving per person. You take one pirожок, small pie, and that's yours to eat. While pirog is a bigger pie, and you have to cut it up. Pirожок is something that is very common in Russia. We have there maybe like a dessert pirожок. We can have it with meat as well. We can have different styles of pirожок with different fillings. But pirожок is a small pie, very popular in Russia. If you're ever going to be maybe getting some food on the street, you might see some pirожок, and it's going to be very, very tasty. Next, we have smetana. Smetana is sour cream. Smetana. We have next kartoffel. Kartoffel is potato. Kartoffel. It's mostly referring to like a plant, kartoffel. Sometimes you can ask for kartoffel as a dish as well, but it's mostly just like a biological term for potato. Kartoffel. Sosiska is a sausage. Sosiska. And look at the picture. Right now, this is a sausage, sosiska, like you would see in a hot dog, for example, sosiska. This is meant to be eaten as a whole long thing, sosiska, and it's made from, of course, from meat. God knows what they put in the sosiska, but that's how you eat it. You have a whole long piece, you eat it. Next word is колбаса. Колбаса is also a sausage, but колбаса is supposed to be eaten in slices. So it's a different type of sausage now that it's not supposed to be eaten as a long thing, but rather as a slice. And of course, they're different in what is inside that sausage too. So, and I wouldn't want to even guess what they put in the sausage for you to eat, but it's delicious. Sometimes you can put some sausage like this колбаса, put on a sandwich, and it's pretty good. Next word is чеснок. Чеснок is garlic. Чеснок. Banan is of course banana. Banan. Next is macarone. Macarone is noodles, but macarone, of course, again, probably comes from a Italian word macaroni or something. But macarone typically would refer to some sort of a pasta noodles. Okay, so they would be like smaller in size, not the long like angel hair macaroni or pasta, kind of longer ones, because for that we have a different word. Macaroni typically refers to what you see on the picture right now. That would typically be macaroni, maybe sometimes a bit of a different shape, but small in size. You put it on your fork and then you eat it off of it. Not the rotation, but just like putting it on the teeth of the fork. I guess that's the best way I can explain it. Next is свинина. Свинина is pork. As a meat type, свинина. Next is морковь. Морковь is a carrot. Морковь. Next, pizza. Pizza is pizza, of course. Pizza. Said in the same exact way. Pizza, pizza. In Russian and English, pizza and pizza, same exact pronunciation. Next is yogurt. Yogurt is a yogurt. Yogurt. The only difference in pronunciation is in English, yogurt. So it's like gur. GR is together, yogurt. As if there's not a vowel there in between. In Russian, there is a vowel. Yogurt. So there's gurt. So there's gu in there. Not gur, but gur. Okay, that's the difference in pronunciation. Next, we have мороженое. Мороженое is ice cream. Мороженое. Next is пирожное. Пирожное, if we go back, remember the small pies? Very similar in the word. Пирожное is a small cake. It's not a slice of a big cake, it's made as a complete thing. Small little pie, like you would think of like a brownie can be пирожное. A brownie can be made differently, like a specific, like a one small piece. They don't cut out of the bigger piece. So a brownie would be like a пирожное. We make a whole bunch of different ones that we also have in Russia. Different names, different flavors, all of that. You see a lot of пирожное in different cafes and maybe coffee shops and things like that. Very, very popular as well. Next is сливки. Сливки is cream. Сливки, things that you add to your coffee or tea. Сливки. Next we have luk. Luk is an onion. Luk. Then we have tort. Now, tort is a big cake. Tort, the one that you would get for a birthday or something. Tort. Next is стакан. Стакан is a cup. Стакан, typically without a handle. Стакан, because next чашка. Now, чашка is typically a teacup. Чашка. It doesn't have to be, but for the most part, I would say that common knowledge would be the difference between стакан is a cup for like a water or some juice or milk, while чашка is typically for a hot drink, coffee, or tea. Next, we have нож. Нож is a knife. Нож. Then we have вилка. Вилка is a fork. Вилка. Then we have тарелка. Тарелка is a plate, like actual plate, not a dish, not the meal that you eat, like a white plate or something. Тарелка. Next, we have плита. Плита is a stove. Плита. And finally, we have блюдо. Блюдо is a dish, meal, things that you make to eat. Блюдо. Sometimes people can refer to the actual dish itself, the one that you serve food on, as блюдо, but very rarely. Typically, it's the meal itself. That is all. Hope you've learned something useful today. 50 words about food-related items. Check out Be Fluent with this button right here. Learn in an intensive manner alongside with me. I'll be the one teaching you and helping you out. Or keep on watching our YouTube videos with this next video. Or finally, if you want to add this list to your vocabulary, the first link is for you. That is all. It's all up to you. Click here, or in the description. It's completely up to you.